Hello everyone, I'm Anthony, the Eclectic Chef. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're making an incredible dark chicken stock using just a rotisserie chicken carcass, 1 litre of water, a splash of vinegar and a pressure cooker. Why bother? Because this homemade version blows store-bought broth out of the water. There isn't any comparison. And it's free after you've used the chicken off the carcass. The roasted carcass gives you rich, deep, restaurant-level flavour that transforms soups, risottos, gravies, sauces. Everything tastes way better. Plus, it's basically bone broth. It's packed with 6 to 10 grams of collagen-rich protein per cup, gut-healing gelatin, and minerals pulled out by the vinegar. Way more nutritious than those watery cartons, and it has less sodium, and you have total control over what goes in to both the broth and your body. It's frugal, healthy, and insanely delicious. Let's make it. So here's how we make our dark chicken stock. This is the carcass left after the sous chef has stripped all the chicken off a Walmart rotisserie chicken, which she bought for less than $4. We'll show you how we're going to cut this up. It doesn't take long. We've got meat, bones, skin. We're going to cook this high pressure instant pot 3 hours with a quick little hack to extract all the minerals we can. So, using my poultry shears, we're going to cut this body section apart. This one's actually coming apart pretty well. You'll probably see we've got quite a bit of meat left, which will give us a very rich stock. We cut the carcass up so it will lie flat in the bottom of the Instant Pot, so it's fairly easy to cover it with the water. All that skin and meat, connective tissue, bones will have lots of collagen, gelatin and minerals. We like a fairly concentrated stock, so we don't use more water than's necessary to cover the chicken. This is about 1 litre. If you wanted to stretch this out, of course, you can use more water at your discretion. Here's our hack, which is supported by science and research, by the way, which will increase the mineral content, calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, that we extract from the bones of this chicken carcass by a factor of up to 4 or 5. Now today we're using this absolutely the cheapest we can find white vinegar from Walmart, if only to show you that you don't need to use fancy vinegar to do this. 2 tablespoons into this stock pot. So here we go, 3 hours, high pressure in the Instant Pot or your choice of pressure cooker. If you're doing the stovetop, just simmer gently for the best part of a day. When I'm straining the cooked dark chicken stock, I don't go mad on the straining. We just use a fine metal sieve over a funnel, and I try to push the stock in from the edge of the cooked pot, so most of the bits are excluded. Seems to work. This is how we do it. Takes a couple of minutes, but not that long. Okay, so we've strained our stock into this container. I want you to notice something. I hope you can see it, this light band here, because this is still warm. That's fat rising to the surface. Under normal circumstances, we'd let this cool down, put it in the fridge overnight, and that fat would solidify. That performs a very valuable function because it seals out all the air from the stock beneath, which means it will last, so long as that air is excluded and you don't break the fat cap, a lot longer in the fridge than people tell you it will. This dark chicken stock is incredibly nutritious. Collagen, gelatin for hair, nails, skin. We've maximally extracted the calcium, magnesium, phosphorus that our bones need. Should chicken stock be classed as a medicine? I don't know. But I do know, for example, that if you were to reduce this to an eighth, you'd have one of the most flavorful demi-glaces you've ever used. This is the pathway to awesome cooking, folks. Far better than using those watery store-bought broths that are frankly just an offence. So I hope you'll give this a try. And never forget, it's free. Those bones and bits don't owe you anything. So having said that, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. The likes really do help us with the algorithm on YouTube, and we can use all the help we can get. With that, let's all have a great day in our kitchens and get down to using this chicken stock. Just want you to see why I say this is such a nutritious stock. This is half of what we cooked yesterday. I used it in a cabbage soup for weight loss, but just look at this. Most of the fat cap's gone. You see how gelatinous this is? Doesn't flow like liquid, it's gelatinized. It's gorgeous, beautiful. What a basis for some of the best dishes you could cook.